I love quotes. They're like these tiny little nuggets of truth, like tiny little treasures that can inspire, motivate, and give our lives, your life, some guidance. After visiting, treating, and working with teens from all over the world, I think these 5 quotes can lead teens to living fun, adventurous, courageous, successful, and very happy lives. Quote number 1, you must do the thing you think you cannot do. Eleanor Roosevelt said that brilliant quote. In psychology, we often talk about limiting beliefs or limiting ideas that we have about ourselves. It's important that you realize that there's something magical and miraculous about you. Your brain and body are the most sophisticated piece of software and hardware in the universe. At times, we're really quick to put ourselves into these tiny little boxes of I'm this or that, or I'm just not good at this or good at that. Your brain and body can learn to do anything we consistently ask it to do. You are a walking piece of artwork and sophistication. Please decide right here, right now, that you will not get bullied by your fears, your insecurities, or by the ignorance of others. You have to exit that safety zone and repeatedly enter the courage and the growth zone. Your happiness, success, and positive pride depends on that. Quote number 2, happiness is the ultimate discipline. I think most of us look at happiness as something that we just feel or don't feel. We think happiness is happy feelings, feeling excitement, awe, surprise, humor, etc. And yes, of course, those positive feelings are a key part to you living a happier life. In fact, you should continuously invest in doing things that inspire and compel those feelings inside of you. But I also want you to think about happiness as something that you engage in, something that you try, skills that you can learn, strategies that you can use, relationships that you can build, living a life that matters and is meaningful, and looking to build and practice skills to help you to achieve this in your life. Part of your happiness depends upon your focus and you training your focus on the right things. Be patient, be kind, be gentle, be compassionate, and inspire yourself as you seek to build the types of skills, the type of thinking, the type of focus, the type of strategies that will lead to a happier life. Quote number 3, become a giver and you will never be alone. The quality of your friendships and relationships is the most important factor in your overall happiness in life. Becoming better at being a friend, a partner, a boyfriend, a girlfriend is the most essential skill you will learn in this life. Your heart is big enough, and choosing to become this kind of individual is the single best decision you will make. Sometimes you'll realize that people will take advantage of this gift. Sometimes people are really good at taking and not very good at giving. These people need time to grow, to experience, and to recognize this in themselves and to transform. This isn't particularly your job. You can invite people to change, but ultimately they must choose it themselves. If something is harming you, you may have to separate yourself from these people and find those that will willingly give of themselves to you as well. Your happiness depends upon your ability to give freely, to simply give because you believe it is awesome to give. Quote number 4, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is your ability to choose your response. In your response lies your growth, happiness, and freedom. Viktor Frankl said that one. Let me break that one down for you and to simplify it a little bit. Basically, between what happens to you and how you respond to what happens to you is this powerful space. And in that space is your ability to choose how you will respond. And everything depends on what you do with that space. The quicker you decide to take ownership of your life, of your attitude, of your behavior, of your ability to impact and influence any outcome, the happier you will be. You will feel more inspired, more motivated, more optimistic, and in the end, you will be more successful than others simply because you know and believe that you can work that space, that you can become better at choosing wisely, at choosing more intelligently, in learning line upon line, principle upon principle. Either you take control over your life or you will be blown about like a boat in the middle of a storm with no rudder or sail. Do you realize that the moment that you walk into any space, that you can transform the feeling in that room? You are powerful. Don't ever convince yourself that you are not, because that is a lie. Number 5, trust the process. Whether you're learning how to play the guitar, or singing in choir, or learning math, or passing the ACT, or becoming a media designer, or becoming a photographer, or social skills, or reading, writing, anything you can imagine is a process. Trust that process. Tattoo that idea inside your cranium. Settle in and commit to that process. Stick with things that are important and valuable. Be wise. Work through a problem. If you fail, fail with style, my friend. And remember that your mistakes, shortcomings, errors, failings are all part of the most important process in the entire universe. And that process is evolution. It is growth. You are made to grow. You are made to evolve. Everything about your brain and body are made to expand and develop, but things take time. Give your brain and body time to learn the patterns, the skills, to gain the vision. Go into life confidently. Believe that when challenges are in front of you, that in the end you will learn, become more experienced, wiser, and that you can address anything with a little patience, with a little time and some effort. Sometimes you're going to need help, and that's totally reasonable, isn't it? Trust this process. Don't trust your ability. Don't trust your gifts. Don't trust your born tendencies. Instead, trust your effort, and then go put in the work.